Alright folks, I did get my hole punched in. Here it is. This is my Bostitch. It's pretty solidly built. It's not my favorite at clamping down. It's kind of hard actually. They did give a counter lever. I took it off because I needed to drill out these holes. The spacing was not good. I could not get these pins close enough together to punch the hole distance I needed. So I had to take these, put it on the drill press, and take the drill press and pop and put two new holes in it. I got to line up pretty close. It is still overall a little bit too narrow. I'm not going to spend another $70, but that's not actually a bad thing. This is the face shield we printed out. This is what you helped fund, and this is what's going out. So now I got a little smudge from my nose, but it works really good. Now the plastic does fit really tight on this. You hook it here, hook it here, hook it here, and then you're gonna have to pull to get it over on this side. So it is gonna take a little force to get that on. You're not gonna rip it. This stuff's 7 mils thick. It's strong. Visibility through it is actually really good. I know if you've seen my previous pictures with that on, it looked really foggy. Well, all the oil on my hands, I'm a naturally oily person. Sad face, unfortunately. But that actually looks pretty good looking through there. Now, second thing, face mask. Now my brother works for a very large shipping company who will remain unnamed, who has dropped packages off today to me, and they are providing him with a very flimsy paper mask, and that's not really very. I'm not content with that product for my brother. When I was U.S. Air Force. I was in for 20 years. My older brother was Air Force. My younger brother's active Air Force. My nephew's Air Force. My son's going Air Force. We're a big military family. We all and will all go through the gas chamber at Lackland Air Force Base. And my brother's done it several times since he was security forces, and so is my nephew. He's probably going to do it more than once himself. What we have found out and what we have learned, along with all my veteran friends and family, is that when we had to put on our gas mask, somebody screamed gas, 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 and you had to throw that mask on. You pulled it up over your head, tightened the straps, and the first thing you did was you put your hands, you covered up the filter inlets, and you took a breath. You tried to take a breath. If it was vacuum to your face, then you knew you had a good seal. The problem with current face mask, the paper ones, is that you have these gaps. You have gaps down here, gaps over here, gaps all around your nose, and that can allow particles to come in from the sides, from the bottom, from the top, and infiltrate into your respiratory system. Respiratory system. It's one of those words you need to practice saying a lot. So my design has a weather seal around the outside or inside edge. When you put that up to your face, and you put your hand over the mask, you get a very good seal. It's not perfect, no, but it is a lot better than an open-sided paper mask. So my brother asked me directly, he asked me to print him several of these, and he's going to give them to his co-workers as well. I do have... did get 100 feet of paracord in. I'm working with a 3D modeler who is going to modify this design. He put in a new style of lock, so paracord could be attached to, say, this side here. You could strap it around over to this side, and you'd have a quick pull and lock system. And he's tested it. He seems confident in it. I've got the prototype on my computer. We're getting ready to print that out here in a few minutes. And what I'm hoping is donations will still come in, that I can count on people to come help me, especially help this modeler who is very excited himself to be addressing this COVID issue. The ideal behind this mask the new style mask that we're designing is I want that mask to fit everybody. Anybody who picks it up, they won't have to do any adjusting. There won't be any elastic to break because paracord is exceptionally strong. It's very resilient and usable, wear friendly, very tough. So I don't want it to break down over use after use after use. So paracord is a very good choice. Now that said, the goal is for anybody to pick up any mask and be able to put it on quickly. Obviously, your mask, I'd like your mask to remain your mask for sanitary reasons. So I will be printing that shortly. Donations go to help buy filament for the 3D printers. Donations help to buy parts for the 3D printers. Donations help distribution. They help design. And I am everything in this room, from my Ender 3, my FL Sun QQS Pro, my Ender 5, and my Artillery Sidewinder, which needs some TLC. All have been working extremely hard to printing out face shields and face masks. My FL Sun, which is actively going right here, that one is on its third set of 10 stacks. So it has already done over 30 face shields, well, coming on 30 face shields in the past 2 days. There is some tweaking to be done to the files so I can learn to print that better, but right now it's getting everything out, trying to meet the demands of my local communities, and making sure everybody is as safe as possible. Lisa DeMitt has been a fantastic help. She should be arriving here any minute, and I'm hoping I can get her to punch some shields for me while I work on some files, and we can get several of these. I got them already boxed up and ready to roll. Sanitation, though, sanitation will have to take place by the user. A little bleach water, swish it around, dry it off in the sun, air dry it, and then keep it clean. Just throw it in a Ziploc bag until you're ready to use it. And cleaning it, again, bleach water and maybe a scrub. UV lights, you can use UV lights on these. They will break down over time in UV simply because they are biodegradable, so do be aware of that. When you make a donation, you can request from me face shields or face masks if you need them. Filter material, I'm going to leave that up to you. I am designing this around the N95 mask, so you can cut an N95 mask down like I have here. Now I will go around this perimeter and cut out several filters out of this one mask, and it works very well. And I'm also designing, and I currently have a prototype on my computer of a gasket that's going to go in here to hold this material firmly in place. So that should be a much better seal than any paper mask currently on the market, using a hard plastic, definitely reusable. Wash it out, keep it clean. There are improvements yet to be made, but this mask is coming out quickly and as safely as I can produce it by myself on my own. So donations help immensely. So if Facebook Messenger, you can send messenger donations. A lot of people have done that. PayPal, you can PayPal me at impact9, that's IMPACT9 at gmail.com. You can also send through Verizon texting if you want my phone number. Send me a message. I will send you a message back. You can message me through Facebook, even if you're not my friend. I have been checking because I do get messages from non-friends, and Facebook kind of filters that out before it gets to you. Anything else? I do have a new FL Sun QQS Pro printer coming, but Amazon's taking their time. Weird thing though is I found that if you order something that's going to take longer to ship than it would be if it wasn't in this emergency, if you order something smaller that can be put in that same box, they'll fast forward your delayed order to go with your smaller order. I ordered this. That was only going to take a couple days because somehow that was essential. And I also got a bunch of paint mixing cups, which I'm going to be using for epoxy coating a lot of these masks. That's the next step upgrade for the mask. Really don't have anything else to say tonight. Printers are going. Of course, the artillery behind me needs some TLC. I'm having some issues with it printing correctly. It could be software, it could be hardware. I'm leaning a little more toward hardware. So, but the donations, I do need those donations to keep coming in. I've collected about $400, just under $400 right now. $400 has purchased. I've got a whole bunch of filament on the way. It's going to be, well, let me get my finger there. All right, right there, bright orange, and just like what's on my wall over here, right there, bright orange, because that's what the best color for the emergency medical community, and that's what we're going to go with. I have started printing a bunch of these as well. These are the straps relief for the back of the wearer's head. That can be used with this style of mask. It can also be used with this style of mask somehow. I haven't figured out that yet. It might be some really small rubber bands. It might be, that's my guess. It's going to be smaller rubber bands or hair ties. So we will see how that works out. This was requested by a group down in Wellington running hospice care. Like I've said many times before, hospice care is very near and dear to my heart, as Lisa DeMitt has done that for many years, and I've known many of her patients, and it's wonderful to see that care given to those people in their final days. So donations, again, impact9@gmail.com, or shoot me something on Facebook. As I always say, and I always promise, and I always guarantee, every penny you send me will go to helping others. I've always done that, even through my outreach photography. All donations go exactly where you tell me to go, and if I don't use your donations, if we get a magic cure, and I'm sitting with an extra $20 in the bank, the $20 is going to go to helping the people on the streets of Wichita. That's just how I work. So thank you very much. God bless, and stay separated.